It is a hustle. Cable is one of the all-time greatest hustles because it's like you got these weeks and these months and these vast oases, right? These deserts of good TV watching mixed in with a whole lot of mediocre stuff, a few live moments, and then sports moments. But there aren't really a lot of good television. It's a lot of crap on television, quite honestly. And I'm talking about from like an entertainment standpoint. Ah, man, I'm jonesing for the NBA Finals. Here's what I would like to do. I know that 7 games seems like a lot, but it's really not. But I would like to set it up where maybe it's like instead of a best of a 7 series for the NBA Finals, that maybe it's the best of 11 series. Just 4 more games, okay? And in the shadow of the fact that they play an 82 game season along with a 10-game preseason, I don't think that's too much to ask for. An 11-game series, best of 11, which would mean, what, first to 8 or 9, something like that. Mathematicians, compute that, please. Tell me. And if that was the case, then perhaps the NBA Finals would still be going on. I don't know. I found myself still getting caught up with it. I do. I got to admit it. I'm just perusing channels through the television desert that we live in now. A bunch of reruns, bad television shows. You know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping the BET will personally take the challenge of Jesse Williams' flow and actually create some programming of substance. I mean, how about a news show? I mean, in the span of 24 hours during 7 days in a week, okay, you're telling me you can't put together 30 minutes on a daily basis for substance, something that's not what, Martin reruns or, I mean, come on, folks, really? That's all I'm asking for BET. Chicky writes, I will do the recording before the end of the week, Mr. Ivey. Thank you very much. Speaking of recordings, on my website, nathanivey.com, that's where you can find me. Any updates, whatever's going on with me, that and also Facebook. You know, those are my 2 primary connections right now online. Again, I am on Twitter and Instagram. I interact with people on those platforms on a daily basis, running 2 Facebook profiles. So, listen, if you like to get in touch with me, I am extremely accessible. And you can go to the contact page on my website and find even more ways to connect with me. One of those ways, if you like to send a voicemail, simply go to the site. You'll see a tab. You can use your smartphone. You can rehearse it or practice it. I believe you can even delete it and re-record it, I think. If not so, you don't need it anyway. Just one-shot deal, boom, and then I will receive it, review it, and potentially play it here on the Nathan Ivey Show. Roger writes, in an 11-game series, one team would have to win 7 games. That sounds good to me. Lucky number 7. That's what I want to see. I want to see more of it. Because right now, really what's popping? Nothing. Woody writes, good morning, brother Nathan and the Chop Shop family. Good morning to you, Woody. It looks like locally that the local media is going to continue to run with this story that involves Sam Malone. Okay, now I kind of know Sam Malone in the sense that if I see Sam Malone out, like, you know, we speak always and always on very respectful, you know, mutually respectful terms. Okay, but I've never hung out with Sam, never grabbed a brew with the brother. So not on that level. Okay. But I remember that I was one of the few people in the media that refused to spend any length of time talking about his personal business between him and his son. You know, the media and some in the media really ran with it on both sides. Some who criticized him for abusing his child. And then some who praised him for disciplining his son. But I refuse to go there. Well, apparently he picked up a nice paycheck doing some consultation work, right, with MSD. Now, what does that mean? You're making phone calls? You out here pressing flesh? Pressing flesh? I'm not sure what that means exactly. But he got paid for it, And now that is the current story that the local media is really running about MSD. And I get it. If that's a part of it, it is what it is. And hopefully, I'm not sure what they're looking for. I mean, are they looking for Sam Malone to return the money? What exactly is the purpose of it? I guess they're just giving people information about what's going on. But here's the title. MSD official confirms contract threat. And apparently they're saying that it's being reported that there was some type of threat involved with Sam Malone and Sam Malone being paid as a consultant. And I think I also read that his invoices that he was sending monthly, I believe. I mean, we have that much detail. Is it just me? Or when it comes to black people, the local media really, to me, they go a little deeper. To me, they go a little deeper. And I'm not saying that every story doesn't get reported, because a lot of them do. But maybe that's because of my sensitivities, because, kind of knowing Sam. Maybe that's what it is. MSD official confirms contract threat. Now, if you pay a water bill or you plan on owning a home, then damn it, you should care about it. The thing about it is, I don't know. This Sam Malone thing is really the sexiest part. Maybe the Inquirer did exactly what you would expect from a journalist. They're finding this. They found the sizzle. That's the sizzle. Are people talking about this? Do you think most Cincinnatians who are affected by this, do you think they give a damn about MSD or whatever the hell that means? A statement from Gina Marsh, MSD's Director of Government Affairs, stunned city council members who had just spent 2 hours arguing about how to pursue an investigation into the law firm's claim that it was threatened by high-ranking city officials. That's right. Marsh, who is a former assistant city solicitor, and I'm reading verbatim, spoke in the hall outside council chambers immediately after the meeting, saying she felt obligated to tell the truth about the threat accusation. Wow. Marsh says she became involved with the payment to consult Sam Malone, a former member of city council, on June 11th, when her supervisor called to tell her that the Columbus-based law firm, it looks like Burker and Eckler, needed to pay Malone $55,000 that day to settle his contract. That's a fat cat. It's a fat check for consultant work. Interesting. At the time, Malone, and here's what's being reported. Now, we don't know that this is the truth, because have we heard from Sam Malone? At the time, Malone worked as a subcontractor to Bricker and Eckler at the request of former MSD director Tony Parrott, who, as I understood, I kind of heard through the grapevine, was fond of the flow. He loved the Nathan Ivey Show, or at least enjoyed it. I'll put it that way. A shout out to Tony Parrott. And you support me, I support you. And if you don't know, both of the men I'm speaking about are African American. Does that change it? Does that change things? Has Sam Malone spoken out about this? Has he made any public statement? Let me see. Let me go to Sam Malone's Facebook page, and I'll tell you what I see. But sit tight. My name is Nathan Ivey. Thank you for listening. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. One man, one microphone, one middle finger in the face of the status quo. And we'll be right back.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you. Freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to ditch the car and start rollerblading to work.
I look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous!
You don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your organs on the black market.
Lie back. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, that hurts.
You don't need to rent out your apartment to drifters.
I made a fire with the wood in your bedroom.
That's my dresser!
And your closet door.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell all your belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Nathan Ivey Show. Powered by Superlative Media. Good morning to you. Currently 7:37 a.m. And today is Thursday, June 30th, 2016. What are your July 4th plans? Some folks say, black folk, you shouldn't support no damn July 4th because you ain't never been independent. When have you black man ever been independent? My grandfather used to say that. I'm on Sam Malone's Facebook page because Facebook basically, listen, if you have any kind of presence, to the media, they're aware of you, they're going to go to your Facebook page. If there's some type of controversy, they do it all the time. In fact, they do it everyone. If you get caught or arrested doing something silly, or you get caught up in some kind of circumstance, and it reaches to the radar screen of news, local news, they're going to go to your Facebook page to confirm, sometimes confirmation about rumors or potential stories, to see comments or whatever. So I'm on Sam Malone's Facebook page, right? Because Sam Malone is all over the news this morning. All over the news. And, let's say threat. Is there something that was illegal done here? Is it something that was unethical done here? I mean, really, if this is like some type of attempt to go after Mr. Sam Malone, they're going to have to add more to it, I think. I don't know. You tell me. So they go to Sam Malone's page, and he's just posting away. A couple of days ago, he posted something from a website, a Facebook page, anonymous. Doctor blows the whistle on chemotherapy. June 25th, he writes, "Congratulations, Jay," to J. Raj, posting a story about a prominent Cincinnati nightclub operator on his plans to open new venues. What else? Just normal stuff. My daddy reads. Just normal stuff. I mean, you would have no idea. If you just went to his page, you would be completely unaware that he is now, it appears to be, the centerpiece of a local media ongoing campaign. One, I don't suspect or want local media to not investigate MSD. That's number one. That's what we need the local media for, because the question is there a connection between the lack of financial oversight involving the Metropolitan Sewer District and the fact that you're paying so much for the right to drink and bathe and use it to wash your clothes and your dishes? For some of you to make sure your lawn looks better than your neighbor's, okay? Right? Maybe it's a hot day and you turn a sprinkler on. So it's recreation for your kids and your grandkids and your nieces and nephews. You need it. Like I told you, when the water starts to run out in this country, that's when you need to be afraid. Until then, it's just the normal stuff that humans do. But when the water runs out, we have issues, man. Real issues. whatever issues we have going on when that moment happens to this